Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with INTERASTRA, which is a new game. It's on Steam and we're gonna crack into it right now. Earth's natural resources are running out and humanity's days are numbered. Looking for a way out, people's eyes turn towards the stars. Excellent. You volunteered to take part in a risky space mission to find a new habitable home for the human race. Put into long-term stasis after years of drifting through space, you awaken. So that sentence is very ambiguously worded because how it first struck me is that I was put into long-term stasis after years of drifting through space. So I drifted through space for a long time and then got put into long-term stasis. That's what that kind of clause organization feels like. I think it would be you were put into long-term stasis, and then after years of drifting through space to make it more sort of specific, like the tenses, but that's fine. However, and there should be a comma there. However, not everything goes according to the plan. To plan? You wake up amidst warning sirens and fires, stranded on an alien world. Right, it's INTERASTRA time. Dun 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 dun.
Pioneer, you seem to have woken up from an unexpectedly long cryo sleep. Your motor functions, as well as your memories, have been damaged. As per protocol, I will assist you in regaining basic functionality, so you may proceed with the mission.
It's got the same voice as Satisfactory. And it kind of looks like Satisfactory, but that's alright. So, leave the capsule. We left the capsule. We're out. Or what are we meant to do now?
I have compiled a list of steps for you to reach optimal performance levels, and I will display them as short-term goals. You just need to follow my guidance and your survival will be guaranteed.
Sure.
Now, you must secure a source of food and drinkable water.
I can do that. We will gather some plants. Plants, plants, plants. Now we need to gather some drinking water. Where do we do that from? Oh, is this drinking? This is not drinking water. So far, oh, God droplet. Oh, that's, so the water is called God droplets. That's interesting. All right, so we're doing the thing. Love it, love it. Oh, all right.
You have collected a piece of flora which passes the Federation requirements to be deemed edible. Please ingest them until you reach optimal nourishment and hydration levels. However, keep some stored in the case of future malnourishment.
Sure. I think what I want to do is the audio feels very oddly balanced. So UI ambient sounds. We want the dialogue to be up. The UI does not need to be that loud. Player, music. There we go. Alright. Okay, so how do we... So we're consuming that, and we're consuming some fruit.
You have regained necessary nutrition levels to proceed. Faint energy readings that are not from the crashed ship have been detected in the area. Investigate them, as they might give a clue to continuing the mission.
Okie dokie. Find a way to leave the planet. Alright, let's go find a way to leave the planet. Yeah, I'm getting serious Satisfactory vibes. Although, oh, what's this? Is this what we found? What is this? Point of interest, distance 99. Oh, I see. Alright, so... Okay, so that's not the correct way. Must be this way. Nice. What is this stuff? We required a gather gun. We don't have a gather gun. But I guess we're gonna walk through this forest. Here we go.
The way out of this area is blocked by rock debris. I estimate the rocks to be too heavy to move using your weakened body. It is recommended you obtain a device to break it.
Man, these pieces of fruit do not fill me up very much, do they? Right. Oof. That is a lot of the drinking that's required. Okay, maybe I should have collected more food, but I did not. That's right. Let's pick up this plant material. What is this thing? What's going on?
Scans indicate something in a nearby cave. I mark a point of interest on your compass. Proceed.
Oh, alright. Tools. We need... alright. So, she said to go explore the cave. I guess we go do that. Required scanning tool. We don't have the correct tools. We are unable to tool. Required the gather gun. We can collect plant material though. Yeah, we definitely should have picked up more fruit and stuff because we're already back to being a little bit thirsty. So they might need to tweak the amount of time you get for food and water and stuff. It's a thing. Lots of games get it wrong. Oh. Where's the cave? It's that way. Okay, so that's not the right way. Alright. Alright. I do not know what just happened, but that's okay. Oh. How do we...
Scan the object. I may be able to retrieve some data.
How do I scan the object? What? Okay, so there's a terminal that said how to make a scanning tool. So let's go do that. Let's go to this. Tools, scanning tool. Add to the to-do list. So we need 3 computers and 1 optical parts. Alright. So in order to progress, we need to find some more parts, I guess. So what's up here? What is that? So it requires a hand drill to get out of here. Okay? Cool. So we need a scanning tool. Do we have an inventory or something? Oh, we've got a scanning tool. It just wasn't equipped. Of course, that's fine. And we've got a small gun. Oh, let's equip that as well. They didn't really tell us that, but that's okay. Alright, so 4. Hey, now we can scan stuff. Time to scan. Right, nanobots, blueprint unlocked. Alright, let's continue. Right, I don't know what required. We don't have the gather gun, but we do have the scanning tool. So now we are gonna go scan it.
I managed to get the drill diagram. Let's go back to the camp.
Alright. Let's...
Not sustained any serious injuries. I suggest you leave this place as soon as possible. This place is not stable.
Alright. So, what am I meant to be doing here? Alright, so suddenly this room is completely different. Now there are lasers, I guess. That is a thing that exists. When does it come back? Okay. Oh, alright. So There we go. So now we're doing some puzzle solving. That's fine. We are
My
solving...
scan confirms that this tool can be used to gather minerals.
What?
I suggest you keep it.
What tool? Oh, the gather gun.
Detecting air circulation. I recommend further exploration. Be aware on detecting multiple energy sources nearby.
Okay. Multiple energy sources, huh? Where did we just come from? We came from... Did we come from here? Food pile. Oh, we can just eat from it. I see. That's weird. The water definitely looks weird. I feel like we should be able to drink that water, but that's okay. Alright, so mouse scroll changes... What does the gun do? It does... Oh, there we go. Alright, so... Oh, okay, so I fell down. How do I get back out of here? Alright. Maybe one of these things goes all the way to the ground. I don't know. Here's hoping. Oh yeah, that one does. There we go. They put one in for people who are... Oh my god. So, the problem we're running into here is that the controls are... Oh my god. The controls are not good for parkour. So, if you're trying to make a game like this, you need to not have parkour elements in it, because guess what? That's not what you're... Oh my god! That's what I mean. The control scheme is not designed for parkour. It is absolutely shocking at parkour. I am not having a good time here. And I keep getting stuck because it doesn't go all the way into the ground. I am very frustrated at the parkour section of this game. So hopefully I'm on it. Right. Alright. If I fall off this, I'm going to be very upset. There we go. We made it.
I'm detecting a strong energy source in this room. Be aware. Also pay attention to the mechanism on the walls. I'm detecting connection between them and the energy source.
Okay. I mean... Alright, we can turn... Right, so it's a block turner puzzle. Love it. So we need to get... So that turns both of those. Right. Alright, I'll fast forward till I solve this puzzle. Right, so we solved the puzzles, and now this is spinning. That's pretty cool. The door opened again. Turn around to look for an exit. Sure. Is there a different way out, or... Or is that it? We gotta go back across the annoying platforming. Right, it's back across the annoying platforming. I will fast forward to some more content, team. Break Trough, the rock blockade. Nothing like having misspellings in your text-to-speech. Definitely makes the game more fun. Break Trough, the rock blockade, team. Alright, let's go break Trough, the rock blockade. There we go. We are doing a good job breaking Trough, team. We are the best at breaking Trough, in fact. So it overheats. All right. Something to keep in mind. This is a fairly deep trough, I must say, that we must break Trough. I've seen my fair share of troughs, horse troughs and pig troughs and people troughs. But I've never had to break Trough, the rock blockade, before. Alright, can we get through yet? No. It's this bad boy that's in the way. There we go. And we're
Rock
through.
Disruptions have been removed. Detecting a larger energy reading from the north. Following the pattern, it is recommended you investigate it.
Right. Sure thing. What's this thing? It's nothing. Okay. Pattern from the north. Some more water, I guess, on the ground. Lucky we can eat all this flora and fauna. Oh, we actually haven't run into any fauna, just flora. But lucky we can eat it nonetheless. Right, so find hangar.
Signal source is near. Use the vegetation and terrain to navigate to it.
Alright, more parkour. Loving the parkour. And by loving, I mean not loving the parkour. But that's okay. Not sure how this would come about. Oh. I don't know what just happened. Did I take fall damage? Ugh, that's very frustrating. Yeah, so first-person parkour is difficult at the best of times, and when the controls are not super responsive, because that's not what this game, that's not what the engine here is designed to do. It's not Mirror's Edge. It is. So how do we heal up? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Alright, so this is like a staircase that I would make in Satisfactory when I didn't care what it looked like. Yeah, okay. I've got a scanning tool. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where's my scanning tool? Nice.
Scans indicate this facility was used as a facility to create and launch manned interplanetary rockets. By plugging into the console, it should be possible to chart a new course and use remaining parts as a base for a new vehicle.
What is that? Right, so we can make like a rocket ship or something.
Looks like the last target is still in the logs. I've highlighted the planets we're able to reach with available supplies.
Go to planet orbit. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that was all about, but it was certainly something. Point of interest. Crafting table. Gear station. Alright. So, leave the planet using the console inside the hangar. Alright, so... I don't... Sure.
I have created an interface to interact with existing software. Use the available parts to create a valid rocket. I will run simulations and update in real time to give you information if your design will be able to reach the destination.
Oh, okay. So we've got... It's a Kerbal Space Program esque thing. So, what? What the heck is going on here? Alright. Yep, wings, utility, engines, fuel tanks. I don't know. Launch? I don't know what just happened. That was... With very little preamble, we've now gone interstellar. Or INTERASTRA, as the game is called. And now we're stuck at 51%. Oh, there we go. We're loading in. Here we go. Let's get in and see what's cracking. So, what happened there is that the game didn't tell me about temperatures or anything like that. It didn't register that I'd left the planet for the tutorial and just let me go. So, let's see where the last save is. Because I'm pretty sure the last save still has me on that planet and then I just die again. So I'm pretty sure I have to restart the game. Yeah. This was my last save here. And I can't get back to the ship because I'm 200 meters away from it. And I think I just die again. I think that my save... Does this cool me down at all? It does not. Right, yeah. So my last save is... So it's dead. So the game is dead. I'd have to start all the way over from the beginning. Let's go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. Alright, INTERASTRA is a fully immersive first-person sci-fi survival adventure game set in outer space. Discover unknown planets, differing in weather and conditions, resources, and various mysteries. Craft necessary equipment, launch and control space rockets, explore the universe, and survive among the stars. Alright, so it's currently in early access, and it currently costs $15.83. That's probably a fair price for it, I guess. So, decided on the early access version because we want to maximize the possibilities of our products in cooperation with the players involved. Alright, INTERASTRA is one of the biggest titles in our portfolio, and there's still many things and solutions that we would like to test and discuss with players before releasing full. They want to fix bugs, they want to read comments, all that kind of stuff. In the full version of the game, we plan to allow the player to explore more planets. Besides, we would like to add a space rocket building module, exploration in a vacuum. We'll introduce enemies and the storyline, crucial for space exploration. Yeah, so the tutorial needs to be a little bit more involved. There needs to be just a little bit more telling, and yeah, stuff like how to access the inventory, or that I already had a scanner. Yeah, a few things that I think might help ease the transition. Also, just talking about the things, you know, the HUD that says how much health you have and how much heat there is and how thirsty you are and how hungry you are and stuff. Having the computer sort of tell you a little bit about that is probably pretty useful. Just saying, because I did not. There were some visual effects that were telling me that I was getting hurt or something bad was happening, but I didn't know what that thing was. And on the planet that I eventually died on and lost my save on because I couldn't progress, and the most recent save was beyond, you know, the point where I could get back safely. The suit was heating up or whatever because the planet was hot, but there was no sort of warning, like there was no audio warning. It really needs to have that, because otherwise people just don't notice, you know what I mean? I'm exploring your world and I'm experiencing stuff and I'm looking for points of interest and stuff. I'm not looking at a little bar that's just slowly ticking up and then kills me before it reaches the 100% mark. I don't know, just that's a big piece of feedback from me. Also, having the game autosave in the middle of the desert makes sense, but I don't know how you fix the problem of it wiping my save, you know, auto-saving in a spot where I then can no longer survive. There's no survivability. I don't know how you fix that. Yeah, maybe making a different save when you go to the planet from when you are walking around. The other thing is that the actual trip to the planet, there was this rocket creation thing, which seemed really, really pointless. That was so pointless. None of that felt satisfying or purposeful. It was like playing Kerbal Space Program, but not in that it had, like, you put the bits in there. It's kind of like a shape sorter version of Kerbal Space Program. And then there wasn't a liftoff or anything, and the facility where I built the rocket, it wasn't really explained why I was building a rocket. So why am I going to explore these other planets? I don't understand why any of that's happening. Why don't I just make a rocket and then go home? Because I've crash landed or whatever, right? Why not just, I've got the capability of a rocket, why don't I just go home? That's my question. But then, even all of that notwithstanding, the actual trip from the thing, I saw that there was a visualization of it, but it went and then it was gone. I think it might have been on the screen for all of like 1 second or 1.5 seconds or something. So if that's how long the visualization is going to be, why bother with it? That's my question. There's no point in having it if it's just going to be that short. So there's some suggestions for you. We plan to change the price after the release of the full version. All right. About this game, INTERASTRA is a space adventure with a content struggle for survival. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Maybe they're trying to say INTERASTRA is a space adventure and the content of the game is a struggle for survival, but that sentence is word salad, makes no sense. Explore a mysterious planetary system and discover its secrets. Everybody will experience a survival simulation where taking care of their essential needs is a challenge. Exploration and resource gathering ultimately lead to leaving the planet you're on, which I did, venturing further into the unknown. Take on... See that? That doesn't work grammatically, but that's fine. Take on various environmental threats from different temperatures and weathers to unbreathable atmospheres. Okay. I mean, we're already wearing a spacesuit all the time. I don't know. Besides darkness, outer space hides many threats, so plan your journey into the unknown. You need to maintain optimal nourishment and hydration levels and make sure you have an ample supply of oxygen, as wrong choices can cause them to run out at the worst moments. Alright. Each of the planets has unique supplies and resources that can create new tools or upgrade existing ones. Gather them to access a new flight pass and make your survival easier. Thanks to the power of a space rocket, explore the entire planetary system. As you progress, you will unlock new and better rocket parts, allowing you to direct your space rocket further and further. Okay, so let's have a look at the reviews here. So it looks like it's mostly negative so far. They refunded it. This has been done a million times before. I tried to persist with it, but it's really a whole game that is based around grinding resources by foot. I was expecting more depth around crafting and traveling between planets. Nothing. It's basically a walking simulator with nothing else to do. Not even sure where this is going from here. What is the point of this game? Yeah, that's something that I was running into. Just to travel between planets, biomes, and collect the resources that belong in that biome. That's been done a million times before. I love that its description states, launch and control space rocket, explore the universe, and survive among the stars. Let me break this down for you. Launching a rocket consists of clicking a console, picking a planet to go to, and clicking launch. A little animation comes up, and next minute you are standing on the planet. Control space rockets, where and how, explore the universe. Half a dozen biomes you can click on to see which resources it has, and then you walk around to collect them. Do you mean how Dyson Sphere program allows you to do this? Well, I'm confused how this is a plausible description for this game. Yeah, the initial tutorial forces you through a handful of puzzles, which are just annoying and boring. Yeah. Again, not sure what the point is or how this has any relevance to the game at all. Overall, it's static and boring. Okay. I was starting to get that suspicion because the planet that I went to, the point of interest was water, which is, I guess, interesting, but, and would be very interesting from a scientific standpoint, but that's not the point of the game. So if I was just playing the first part of the game, I was like, okay, there's some development here, they've made some levels, but, yeah, it just runs into, what's the point now? What do we do now? Now, the game is saying that more like this are No Man's Sky, Satisfactory, Ark Survival Evolved. I agree with No Man's Sky and Satisfactory. Ark Survival Evolved, I am just such not a fan. I really hate that game. I tried to play it for the channel. I tried to play Ark Survival Evolved, and it was so buggy and laggy and just awful to play that I never, ever, ever, ever touched it again. That's how bad it was. It was just garbage. I know that it's got very positive reviews. I know people really like it. I'm telling you, I don't. It's bad. And people in the comments, hey, if you love Ark Survival Evolved, tell me what you love about it. Does it work better if you persist? Is it the sort of game where you scratch away the layers and it becomes good? Because that was not my experience. I'll put the link to that video in the description, I think. I really, really, really like Satisfactory, and I've played quite a lot of No Man's Sky, and I also really like that, especially after they updated it. I don't know, this is early access. This game could become something cool. It really is just worse than both of those games. Yeah, I would highly recommend Satisfactory if you're into sort of industry and stuff, and No Man's Sky if you're into exploration. And Ark Survival Evolved if you're into super frustrating games. I haven't played Astroneer. That's a game that I do want to play. It looks really cool. Icarus, I think I was interested in it. I know that people say Subnautica's good. My son played Raft. I played Ancestors. That's really okay. It's pretty okay. It's fine. And I haven't played these. I haven't played these other ones. So there's a little rundown of a bunch of survival games for you. Let's see what the positive one. Great fun in a cosmic atmosphere. From an account that only has four reviews, I'm just going to go ahead and take a stab in the dark and say that this key was given to them for free, or they are friends or are the developers. So Let's see what this person has to say. You just run around in a small circle doing nothing because you need stuff to get stuff, but can't get stuff because you need to build the stuff to collect stuff, but can't get the stuff to build because you need to build the tool first from resources that you can't get to build the tool to get resources. Honestly, believe I wasted my time and money here. So much potential, but all lost on me now. Right. So I nearly got caught in that trap, but the gathering thing, or the scanning tool that you need to do the next segment or whatever, is in your inventory. You start with it, but the game never mentions it, just kind of expects you to know it. Yeah, so let's have a look at T-Bull as a developer. So they've got a few games. They've got a game called Tank Battle Heroes. Sure. Infinite Corp Cyberpunk Story. That's a visual novel card game. Love it. Top Speed 2, Racing Legends, Racing Classics, and Idle Racing. So they're branching out. And now they're making INTERASTRA. So why is Hospital Renovator in there? I don't understand. I don't understand what. Maybe it's the oh, this must be the publisher. Right? T-Bull. No? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe they're publishing some other developers' games. Yeah, I mean, it basically is just a worse Satisfactory, a worse No Man's Sky, and a much more functional Ark Survival Evolved. So, like, I liked the start of it, and it is an early access, and, you know, I'm gonna say that I feel like it could do better. It could get better. And it might be really fun at some point, but at the moment it just kind of feels a bit barren and pointless. Yeah, and obviously there's still lots of bugs. I left the planet, it didn't trigger. I didn't know what was killing me. There's no explanation of that. So there's lots of problems with the game right now, and in early access they really need to work on those. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Check out this game by clicking on the link in the description. I will also link my No Man's Sky review, which I actually did a review of rather than just a first impressions, and my very short Ark Survival Evolved gameplay. I'll put all that in the description so you guys can link to it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.